Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. Once you put away your phones and your computers and all that we have nowadays, yeah, it's great. We're up to date. But your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, when you're going through death, real life.
How to force your brain to crave doing hard things. Why is it so easy to binge watch shows, scroll endlessly, or eat junk food, yet so painfully hard to exercise, study, or build a new skill? The truth is, your brain is wired to resist difficulty. But what if you could reprogram it to crave hard things the same way it craves comfort? In this video, I'll break down powerful science-backed methods to rewire your brain's reward system, making challenges not just tolerable, but desirable. Let's begin. 1. Understand how the brain sees hard things. The human brain evolved to conserve energy. Thousands of years ago, avoiding unnecessary effort meant survival. Today, however, this instinct works against us. Your brain perceives hard tasks, like studying, working out, or starting a business, as threats because they demand energy. Meanwhile, easy rewards like food, entertainment, and rest trigger dopamine instantly. To crave hard things, you must first understand that your resistance is not laziness, but biology. Once you see difficulty as an opportunity, not a threat, you begin regaining control. 2. Dopamine, the key chemical of motivation. Most people believe dopamine is the pleasure chemical, but it's actually about anticipation. Your brain releases dopamine not when you succeed, but when you expect a reward. Easy activities like scrolling social media flood dopamine quickly, which is why they're addictive. Hard tasks delay reward, so your brain resists them. The secret to craving difficulty lies in learning how to attach dopamine to effort itself, not just outcomes. By shifting where dopamine is released, you make progress exciting rather than painful. 3. Redefine what reward means. If you only reward yourself when you finish a huge task, your brain won't crave the work. It will crave escape. Instead, link small doses of pleasure to process, not results. For example, after writing a single page, sip your favorite coffee. After a short workout, enjoy a 5-minute relaxation break. These micro rewards condition your brain to associate the act of working hard with pleasure. Over time, it learns that effort itself leads to enjoyable feelings, rewiring motivation loops. 4. Start with the smallest possible step. Your brain resists massive tasks because they feel overwhelming. Breaking goals into ridiculously small actions makes them approachable. Want to exercise? Commit to just 5 push-ups. Want to study? Open the book for 2 minutes. This technique, known as minimum viable effort, bypasses mental resistance. Once it's started, momentum naturally pushes you forward. The brain learns that starting isn't painful, it's manageable. Eventually, these small wins stack up and create a craving for larger, harder challenges. 5. Use the power of habit loops. Habits are built from 3 components: cue, routine, and reward. To make your brain crave hard things, attach them to predictable cues. Example: every morning after brushing your teeth, cue, you write for 10 minutes, routine, then enjoy a coffee, reward. Over time, the brain stops resisting because the loop is automated. Hard tasks become as natural as brushing your teeth. The reward seals the craving, making the brain expect and even want the challenge. 6. Reframe pain as growth. Your brain avoids discomfort because it links pain with danger. But reframing discomfort as proof of growth changes the equation. Think about weightlifting. Muscles burn, but that burn equals progress. Similarly, when your brain feels resistance during study, practice, or work, remind yourself, this is the feeling of growth. This mental reframe converts pain into a signal of progress, creating a subtle craving for it. The more you practice this mindset, the more your brain associates discomfort with improvement. 7. Visualize the future reward. Humans are terrible at imagining long-term benefits, which is why the brain clings to instant gratification. Visualization hacks this weakness. Spend 2 minutes vividly picturing the rewards of doing hard things: a healthier body, financial freedom, or mastery of a skill. The more detailed the vision, the more real it feels to your brain. When the brain emotionally experiences the outcome, dopamine activates in advance, motivating you to endure short-term difficulty to reach the imagined reward. 8. Gamify the hard things. Games are addictive because they give constant feedback, points, and progress markers. You can use the same principle to crave difficulty. Track workouts, mark streaks, set point systems for completed tasks, or compete with yourself. Even a simple checklist provides a dopamine hit with every tick. By turning hard tasks into challenges with measurable wins, your brain shifts focus from effort to achievement. This playful system makes you look forward to hard work the same way you crave games. 9. Surround yourself with the right environment. The environment shapes craving. If your phone, TV, or snacks are within reach, your brain naturally craves them more than hard work. To reverse this, design your environment for effort. Keep books on your desk, gym clothes ready, distractions out of sight. Even better, surround yourself with people who celebrate hard work. The brain mirrors behaviors. When your peers crave challenges, you will too. Environment isn't willpower, it's architecture. Build the right surroundings and craving hard things becomes automatic. 10. Embrace the progress addiction. The brain loves visible progress. That's why video games show levels, bars, and badges. Apply this to your own life. Track workouts, journal study hours, or graph skill improvements. Seeing growth activates dopamine, making you crave more progress. Over time, the brain shifts from avoiding hard things to seeking them out because it equates effort with tangible advancement. This transforms challenges into something exciting. Progress becomes its own addictive reward. 11. Practice delayed gratification training. The classic marshmallow test showed that children who learned to wait for a bigger reward outperformed those who didn't. You can train this skill daily. For instance, delay checking your phone until after finishing a task. Delay dessert until after a workout. Each small act teaches the brain that waiting creates bigger satisfaction. Over time, the brain stops craving the easy reward and instead desires the harder action that unlocks something greater. 12. Anchor hard things to identity. If you see yourself as someone who tries, you'll always struggle with discipline. But if you anchor effort to identity, your brain craves consistency. Say, I am the type of person who thrives on challenges, or I don't avoid discomfort, I use it. When identity and effort align, cravings change. The brain doesn't want to break its self-image. Anchoring hard things to identity ensures your cravings match who you believe yourself to be. Closing thoughts. Your brain is not the enemy, it's programmable. Right now it craves comfort because comfort delivers quick dopamine. But with deliberate strategies, you can shift dopamine to effort, process, and growth. By reframing pain, gamifying progress, using habits, and training gratitude, your brain begins to crave the very challenges it once resisted. Imagine waking up excited to do the hard things that build your future. That's not fantasy, it's science and consistency. If you want more science-backed strategies for self-mastery, hit subscribe and share this video. Comment below. What hard thing do you want your brain to crave?